Good morning, guys, and welcome to today's video. Wow, this lighting is crazy. Is that any better? Hold on, I cannot tell if that's any better. I tried to play around with my settings, but welcome to today's video. Today's video is actually going to be a weekend vlog. I have not done one of these in so long, and it's actually 4th of July weekend, which if you know anything about me, you know that 4th of July weekend holds a special place in my heart. It is actually, the 4th of July is actually the day that my dad passed away, and aside from that, I always said I feel like he passed away on his favorite holiday. I have such like fond memories of the 4th of July as a kid. So the 4th of July just holds a special place in my heart, and I do typically try and vlog this weekend, so I figured this weekend we do have a few things going on, so I would vlog the 4th of July weekend for you guys. It is currently 12:12. Hold on. Oh, this is all like melted from being in my bag, but it is currently 12:12. I just pulled up to the shopping center where my nail salon is. I am going to get a manicure pedicure. My feet have been bare. I've had bare toes for the last 2 weeks. I want to get a pedicure since tomorrow we actually have a surprise engagement party for one of Harris's really close friends, and then we also have a wedding next weekend, so my toes needed a pedicure. I am a press-on girly when it comes to nails. However, I did not want to put my press-on nails on this week and then have them not be fresh for the wedding. I would rather, like for a black tie occasion, my nails be fresh for that. So I figured today I would just get a regular manicure so they can like trim up my cuticles and get my nails looking a lot better than they are right now, and then I can go ahead and take this nail polish off at the end of next week before the wedding and put the press-on nails on, and then they'll be fresh for that. So that is one of the stops I need to do today, is get my manicure and pedicure. I did bring my book with me. I'm currently reading You Killed Me First by John Mars, so I brought this book so that I could do some reading. But before I run into my nail appointment, which my nail appointment is at 12:30, before I run into that, I have to bring my dress for the wedding to the cleaners, to the, what's it called, dry cleaners. I want to get it steamed. I didn't want to trust myself in steaming the dress and like ruin it or anything like that, so I'm gonna have them steam that. And then Harris also has a suit for work that he needs dry cleaned, so I'm gonna run those two quick things into the dry cleaners, drop that off, head over to my nail salon, get my manicure and pedicure, and then when I'm done here, I was gonna give you guys updates on Lily's physical therapy journey. However, I got a little like sidetracked before I left the house, so I don't have time to do that right now. But when I'm done with my nails, I want to give you guys some really big updates on little Miss Lily Girl and her whole walking journey. Okay, I just got home. Like I said, I was just gonna do like a very natural pink on my nails. I forget what this one was called. I made a mental note of it and I forgot. And then for my toes, I got Essie's Plumberry. It's a little bit more of like a pinky raspberry plummy color. I don't know, I was feeling it. My dress for the wedding is like a dark red. The nail color is a little bit more pinky than that, but I wanted it to just like be wearable every day, so I did that. And when I got home, a package came in the mail, and I'm so happy that this came in time because I really want this for the engagement party for tomorrow. Side note, Lily is still down for a nap. I'm gonna give you guys those little updates on her once she gets up. Actually, I think I just heard her, so she will be up in a second, but I want to give you guys the updates on her while she's up so you guys can see the updates live and in action. But this package got delivered once I got home, so I'm very excited that this came in time because like I said, I wanted this for tomorrow. So this is a necklace that I got in by KRKC, and I ordered it through Amazon. They're like a Moissanite jewelry brand, and this pendant necklace that I got is really pretty, and I think it'll be a great like everyday piece, but also can work as a statement piece. The one that I got is 3 carats. The specific necklace that I got does come in various sizes, I think as small as 1/2 carat and as big as 4 carats. I went with 3, so it is a little bit more of like a statement piece, but I did have it in mind, like wanting to wear it to this engagement party and then to the wedding, which is a black tie wedding, so I wanted it to be a little bit more of a statement piece. And so this is the necklace. I did already open it when I was downstairs just to get a quick peek of it, but uh-oh, did I tangle it? There we go. Okay, hold please. I did tangle it. Okay. I got the tangle out, then I got sidetracked because the boys needed something. But this is the necklace itself. I believe this is a VVS1 Clarity D Moissanite stone, and like I said, this is the 3 carat. They go from 1/2 carat all the way up to 4 carats, and then the chain is 14 karat gold plated on sterling silver. And like I said, I did do gold just because most of my jewelry is gold. I think this is rose gold, but most of the jewelry that I wear, the earrings that I'm gonna wear tomorrow, are also gold. So that's why I did the gold. I think that this with my tan is gonna look so good. I'm not gonna wear my Jack and Ben necklace. I'll just have this by itself. And then the dress that I'm wearing tomorrow, I actually wore this dress to my best friend Casey's bridal shower last summer, and I've been dying for another opportunity to wear it. The dress code for tomorrow is like summer chic cocktail attire, so I thought this really pretty summery peach, pink, and yellow dress. I think that this together is going to look so beautiful. So you'll see this in action tomorrow. When you do get your package in, your necklace or your earrings in from KRKC, it does come with the little grading card that has all the specifications in it. It comes with like a little baggie for it, and then of course a nice box to house it in. I know Mother's Day has passed. This would make a great Mother's Day gift, but aside from that, like birthdays, the holidays, anything like that, I will link KRKC down below, and I'll link this specific necklace. I will have the link down below for you guys to shop through. I think that this would make a great gift. And moissanite stones are, in my opinion, just as beautiful as diamonds without it being like a pain in your pocket. Diamonds can be quite expensive, but this moissanite pendant, this one, the 3 carats, I believe is under $100, and it is still so beautiful. And I find moissanite stones to be just as beautiful as diamonds. You can get really beautiful pieces of jewelry, and KRKC is a brand that I think sells really beautiful pieces, so I'm going to link them down below. You guys will see this necklace live and in action tomorrow. I think Lily is getting up, so I am going to go grab her, and then we'll head downstairs, and I will hopefully she'll cooperate, and I'll show you guys and also tell you guys about the little updates on Lily. And I shouldn't say little because it is quite a big update. Come get cookies. Yay! You want your cookies? Here. Sit. Good job. So as you guys just saw, the big update is that Lily is like 85 to 90% walking. She previously in the last 2 weeks started to walk outside when we would do our physical therapy lessons outside, and then I feel like she was conditioned to only walk outside on the sidewalk, but with it being so hot here in New York this last week, we did her sessions again inside, and I think we broke that, and now she is like 85 to 90% walking. She does still prefer to crawl just like in her space while she's playing. If I remind her to get up and walk now, she will, and she'll do it like, I was like mostly prompted, because she does still prefer to crawl, but she's no longer fighting it. I used to ask her to get up and walk and she would fight me and not want to stand up and walk, but now if I ask her to get up and walk, as you guys just saw, she will do it. So we are getting there. I'm very hopeful that we'll be able to enroll her into nursery school in this upcoming school year for the fall time. So it is looking like that is going to be a very real possibility, which makes me so happy. So officially we can say she was 2 years and 1 month old, 25-ish months, and she is finally up and walking. And now she is probably going to get another 6-month extension for physical therapy. We're actually renewing it next week because she still has some things she needs to work on, some balancing, walking unprompted. She needs to work on her turns. When she's walking down a hallway and turning, she does like a full turn instead of like having the balance to just turn where she's currently standing, if that makes sense. So there's like a few things that we need to work out. Her like getting in and out of a chair by herself, stepping up onto things, walking up the stairs. Now there's definitely some more things that she's delayed on now, being 2 years and 1 month old. So she will still get physical therapy, hopefully for an additional 6 months, and then that will bring us into the school year and she will be very comfortable in a school setting. So I wanted to update you guys on Lily. I don't know what she's doing right now. Do you want to stand up? Can you stand up? Let me see. Stand up. Good job. And her hair is getting so long. I can officially, it's messy now because she took a nap, but I can officially put her hair in like a full bun. It looks like she has little bangs, all her baby hairs. But yeah, we have officially a little walking toddler. Good morning, guys. It is now the next day. It is the 4th of July, so happy 4th of July. It is, I think, like before 8 a.m. still. It's pretty early. We had quite the chaotic morning. Ben woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning having a bad dream, so he wound up coming in the bed with Harris and I, and then Jack woke up at 5:50 and saw that Ben was on his bed and thought it was time to get up for the day, and got up for the day. And so This venti coffee is much needed today, but I don't think we have too much going on during the actual day. I know one of the boys' cousins is going to come over today and spend the day and actually sleep over tonight. So he'll be over here probably in the next few hours. His parents, the boys and uncle, are going out to the Hamptons today. So I'm sure he'll be here in the next few hours. It's actually a very nice day today. I do think it's supposed to rain tonight, which sucks because the engagement party is outside and on the water. That's at 6 o'clock tonight, and I think that's when the rain is supposed to start. So I'm hoping that holds out. I don't really know what they're going to do if it does rain, but for now it is sunny. It is so hot again today. We've been having a heat wave over the last few days, so I think it's going to be 97 degrees again today. So I'm sure the kids will be in and out of the pool all day, and then later on I'll obviously have to get ready. My hair is in overnight curls and I didn't want to take it out just yet. I wanted them to really set in. I also feel like I didn't sleep that much last night. Harris and I watched Project Hail Mary, so we didn't go to bed until after 11, and then I was up at 4 like tossing and turning, so I want to just leave them in to let them sit and set. So that's why my hair is still like this, but at some point later I'll have to get ready. I'll show you guys that. I'll show you guys my dress, and then probably try and get a few clips there tonight. I don't really know. I feel like I'm out of the swing of it with like full weekend vlogs. I used to do like full weekend vlogs. I think this one is going to be a little bit more of a chatty one just because I talked so much yesterday. But that is what the game plan is for today. Right now I'm going to enjoy my coffee. We're watching some Peps. Lily is somewhere down there eating. I don't know, all the way over there eating some breakfast. So we're just going to have a nice slow start to the morning. What are you doing? Are you climbing? Climb, climb, climb. Whoa, Casey, you do some walking? We're gonna do climbing and slide down. Whee! What? What do you got?
8, 9, 10.
Oh, is it number 8? You're so smart.
Go! Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol?
And see what it is.
What?
Donuts. The donuts.
They look like donuts. Let me see.
Donuts. The ears. Killer ears. Ears.
All right, we have Lily playing, watching Peppa. We have the boys playing a game on their iPad together. And I need to do the dishwasher. This is like my daily morning chore. It's still early, it's still 8:20, but if I don't do it now, it's just gonna sit here. And then when I actually need to put dishes in the dishwasher, like during lunchtime, I'm gonna kick myself. So forcing myself to do this now. morning chores done. I just remembered that the boys brought home a bunch of tie-dye stuff from camp this past week. This is our chaotic craft table. The boys got into these rainbow looms yesterday and they're all over the house. I need to put these away, but the boys started camp and so they wound up bringing home a bunch of tie-dye stuff from their first week of camp. Oh my god, they got into like paper plates and cutlery today. But the boys wound up doing, I think this is a shirt, I think these are hats, and I think this is a hat. I guess Ben didn't bring home a shirt. I think Ben just made two, I don't know, maybe this, no, I think they're hats. I think he has two hats and Jack has a hat and a shirt. I want to go ahead and rinse these out and get these in the wash machine because they have been sitting for like 48 hours now. I'm tempted to rinse them outside with the hose instead of doing it in the sink. I might see if the boys want to go outside and play while I rinse these. Okay, I decided against the hose. The sink is already cleaned out, so I figured why not just rinse them all in the sink here and then I'll get them in the wash machine. This angle, I just figured out this angle right now when I was washing dishes and I said, you know what, this angle is pretty good for this. So I'm going to start by taking all of these out and cutting off the ties. My friend whose kids also goes to the same camp always asks me about like what I do for the tie-dye clothes because we do tie-dye stuff quite frequently. I feel like I've done it every few years. I told her basically just let it sit for a day or two and then you want to rinse it. I think I always do with cold water until the water runs clear. That's just so all the excess dye gets out and then you put it in the wash machine. And I do always put in like a little bit of detergent with it, but I need to get scissors to cut these rubber bands. And I'm just gonna rinse these out. I'm so excited to see. I'm surprised Ben didn't bring home a shirt. I guess he just wound up making two hats. Oh, this is a backpack. This isn't a shirt. Look, it's a little like drawstring backpack. Oh, that's so cool. Jack always does like pinks and purples when he tie-dyes things. Ben's looks like he did a lot of green. He actually came home. They both came home covered in dye the other day. I said to them, I don't know what you did. It looks like you went swimming in the dye. Their hands were stained, their clothes were stained, but I think this here is the culprit of all that green dye. Oh, cute. It's like a little bucket hat. They did so good. So this one is Jack's hat and his little pack, and then Ben has this one. I think this is the culprit of the dye that got all over him because he had teal dye all over him. And then this really fun green one. So now I'm going to just throw these in the wash machine, dry them up, and I'll show you guys what they look like later on when everything's done. Okay, of course I got completely sidetracked for the rest of the day. My makeup also was not cooperating. My one eyebrow was giving me such a hard time, so it took me quite a lot of trial and error to get ready, but we are getting ready to head out, and this is what the dress looks like on. This is what the Moissanite necklace from KRKC looks on. I think it looks so nice. And then I did pair these really pretty gold earrings that I wore to a wedding last year. I felt like the flowers just go with the floral pattern on the dress. I'm gonna wear just like nude little like kitten flip-flop heels. And then I have a nude bag to go with that. But this is the finished look. We are in a bit of a rush right now. I'm actually still waiting for the kids' dinner to get here. I'm hoping it arrives in the next like 10 minutes because then we really need to head out. But I feel very pretty. I think it's the perfect addition to my little outfit. So here's a little outfit of the night. All right, excuse the blue in the background, but this is, let's see if I can get it all in. The final look together. I'm wearing this Teddy Blake bag with it because it's nude and it matches my little nude flip-flops that I'm wearing. These are Rachel Zoe. I actually got these at Marshall's last summer. But this is my little outfit. This is my little outfit. Good morning, guys. It is now the next day and I'm jumping on here to end the video. I got no footage last night. I know I mentioned it like briefly, but New York is going through a crazy heat wave. I think it's finally over. I think after last night's thunderstorms, the weather finally broke and it's not going to be as hot. But when I tell you, the minute we stepped out of the car last night and went to the party, it was a backyard party, but it was like the full setup. DJ, past hors d'oeuvres, 2 open bars, dinner, all that kind of stuff. it was just so unbelievably hot. Thankfully, like, they planned ahead and they had those like little mini fans, like the battery powered ones, to pass out to guests. So I literally just had that pointed at my face the entire time. My phone stayed in my bag. I was so hot. There was like not a breeze in sight until the clouds started to roll in and we were laying on like lounge chairs out in the back. It was a beautiful backyard. It was one of Harris's friends' parents built a new house. It was gorgeous, but they had like a little cigar bar set up, so all the guys were smoking cigars and me and one of the wives were sitting in the back on a lounge chair, and all of a sudden, like, lightning, dark clouds, and just like wind blew in. I said, like, the sky looks angry, it is going to open up, and it did. Around like 9 o'clock, torrential downpour for like 20 minutes. Thankfully they did have tents set up like in the far part of the backyard, so they definitely planned ahead in that respect for like if it rained there were places for people to hide. But it was a really nice night. I drank 2 tequila drinks, and this happened last time I drank tequila. I just like don't drink tequila anymore. I used to a lot in college. I only had 2 tequila drinks, but I woke up this morning not feeling the best. I have a headache. We got home late. It was like 11. Of course, all the kids were up bright and early. So I'm heading out on a much needed coffee run, but I wanted to go ahead and end today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the little bit of footage. Of course, hearing the really big update on Lily, I feel like that's the biggest thing. I was gonna have it in its own video, but I was too excited to show you guys her walking progress and her updates, but I will update you guys more because our second set of 6 months is done with physical therapy. So I do think I'm going to do like a whole physical therapy update. I really hope you guys enjoyed hearing that. If you guys are interested in any of the jewelry that KRKC has, I will have that link down below for you guys. I did get a few compliments on my necklace. I thought it looked beautiful with my dress. So thank you to KRKC for sending that over my way. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.